So welcome back, aliens. This is Navin Reddy from Telusko Learnings, and today we'll try to answer the question, why to learn JavaScript? I got lots of questions on YouTube and Facebook that is it okay to learn JavaScript? I mean, is it enough to learn JavaScript? And I always used to say that JavaScript was only for client-side programming. You cannot do much with that. But now the world is changed, right? So when JavaScript was first launched in year 1995, it was just a language which is used to make your page interactive. You can see this example here. If you want to create a web page, you need HTML, right? So using HTML, you can create a web page. But let's say if you want to design it better, you can use CSS. And to make a page interactive, example, if you want to alert your user using some pop-up window, you can do that using JavaScript, right? So the only way to create that pop-up windows and those changing of images on the screen was possible using JavaScript. And we also used to validate forms, right? So we used to create those pages for validations, and everything was done with the help of JavaScript, right? So there was not much importance for JavaScript earlier days, but nowadays everything is built on JavaScript. In fact, let's talk about this. In fact, I'm not promoting JavaScript here. There's no way Java is related to JavaScript. Okay, two different languages. I love Java, but if we talk about JavaScript, let's start with this one. If you want a platform, if you want a language which is platform independent, we go for Java, right? Because we say Java is platform independent, it works on all the platforms. That's good. Then let's say you want to make an application for mobile devices. Of course, we have to use either Android or iOS. Or let's say if you want to make a cloud application, right? You want a SaaS software. If SaaS is software service. Example, if you talk about Gmail, it is a software service, right? So everything is actually built, or you can build all this stuff with the help of JavaScript also. Let's say you want to make a cross-platform software, you can use JavaScript. Think about this one, which is mobile application. So let's say if you want to make an app for Android, we have to use native programming, right, which is Java and XML. But using JavaScript, we can make hybrid apps. Example, if you want to make an app for Android, we require Android programming. To make iOS app, you need Swift programming. For Windows, you have to use C#. Instead of that, use one language, JavaScript, and you can make the hybrid apps, right? So we can use JavaScript to make mobile apps, okay? Example, we have frameworks like PhoneGap, we have Ionic framework, we have all those stuff. Now what next? So for mobile devices, we can use JavaScript. Let's talk about let's say websites. If you want to create the UI, normally JavaScript is used to make the page interactive, right? But we have evolved it, right? We have jQuery now. So example, if you have a page in which you want to change the images continuously, you want to change slides, next image, right? You can use JavaScript there. But normally it is done with the help of jQuery, right? So we have jQuery for that. Let's say you want to send a asynchronous request. Again, that's a very big concept, right? Asynchronous request. We can achieve that with the help of, again, JavaScript, which is based on Ajax, right? Then we have, there's a concept called as AngularJS. It has evolved a lot, Now you can make a single page application, single page website using AngularJS. If we talk about Gmail, it is built using AngularJS, which means you can create a page which is a single page website, right? And it will make you feel that it is your desktop software. You will not feel that it's a website, right? So that is possible with the help of AngularJS. It's a single page. You can make a single page website. And what is AngularJS? It is built on JavaScript, right? So if you want to create an amazing UI, you can use JS. So we can use JavaScript for mobile devices, which is hybrid apps. You can use JavaScript for websites, UI. Now, can we use JavaScript for backend? A server. Example, if we talk about PHP, if we talk about Python, if we talk about Java, we can make websites, right? We can create the backend part of it, the processing part. Now, we can use JavaScript to create that server. We can create a backend application using JavaScript. There's a framework, or there's a technology called as Node.js. Right? So using Node.js, we can actually make a website. And the advantage is Node.js works with single thread. And that's the advantage, it's a lightweight, and you can make a website using JavaScript, which is Node.js. Again, there are lots of frameworks which are actually built on Node.js. So there are lots of startup companies, there are big companies, they are following Node.js to make their own technology, right? So companies like LinkedIn, there are lots of companies who are working on Node.js now. So we can use JavaScript for mobile applications, we can use JavaScript for website designing or the UI part, and we can also use JavaScript for backend part. Now what else? If you can design a mobile application, I mean, if you can develop a mobile application, if you can design a web page, if you can make the backend part of the website, what else you need? That means if you know JavaScript, you can do everything, right? You can build a mobile application, you can build a SaaS application, which is the software as service application, you can build a backend application, which is a website, right? So everything can be done with the help of JavaScript. In fact, in future, we are saying that everything will be moved on cloud. That means you just have to use a browser, right? So using a browser, you can access all the data, right? And that is possible when you have a language which works on browser, and the only language which works on browser is JavaScript. Just imagine the power of JavaScript in the next 5 years. For sure, JavaScript will be top 3 or top 5 in next 5 years. Right? So if you want to learn, if you're a beginner in the programming and you want to learn a new language, I will suggest go for JavaScript. Okay, again, there are lots of things, like if you want to go for Android application like native games, you have to go for Java. If you want to use native and iOS apps, you have to learn Swift. But if you want to be a full stack developer, right? So you can learn JavaScript and you can make everything. I'm not saying it's easy, okay? It's not that easy to learn, but once you learn JavaScript, the whole framework like JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax, then we have AngularJS, Node.js, there is lots of opportunities for you. Okay, if you heard about the main stack, which is MongoDB, I forgot the E part, is it something? And then we have A, which is AngularJS, and then N, we have Node.js. That means we can use everything using JavaScript. You can make a full website using JavaScript, even database, right? So there's something called NoSQL databases, which is MongoDB. So if your structure is not defined, you can use MongoDB, which is NoSQL. You don't have to use any SQL there. And it is also built using JavaScript, right? So it is that powerful. So I will suggest go for Learn JavaScript. And even I started learning JavaScript now because there's a huge opportunity there. Okay, so I know Java, but still, it's better to know JavaScript technologies. So yeah, that's it from this video. Make sure you learn JavaScript as your primary language or as a side language. Okay, there's no harm in learning JavaScript. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, just click on the like button and do subscribe for the videos.